For the chart height, we don't need to calculate that. It shouldn't be 30%. It should be 1, and therefore, of course, we don't have to multiply this with 1. Just to be really clear about what's happening, I'm doing this here. It should be 1 because we only see either the chart or the list. So if we are here in chart mode, we want to take, well, almost all the height. Actually, as you can tell, since the switch also takes up some space now, it's not really what we want to do here. Probably want to go with 0.7 or something like this. Yeah, this looks better. You could, of course, also calculate or give the chart switch here a height so that you again have heights that add up to 1, but this here should also be fine. So now the chart is fixed, but now let's also work on the image here. For that, let's go back to our transaction list, which is where we display that image in the end. And there the problem, of course, is that I have a fixed height on that image container. And as you learn, fixed heights are kind of bad because, well, you can run into exactly the problems we have here. Now, obviously, our transaction list here is wrapped in a container which has a clearly calculated height, 70%. So just as we did it on the chart bar, we should take that height we assigned to the container into account with the help of a layout builder, which gives us access to the constraints that apply to the surrounding container. So in our transaction list, we can do the exact same thing. I don't need to do it for my list view because that will be scrollable anyways, but we definitely should do it here for the column where we are otherwise assigning a fixed height. So in here, for that column, let's use the layout builder, which has a builder function, which gets the context in case we want it, but most importantly, which gives us the constraints. And then inside of the layout builder, I want to return my column here, like this. And now with the help of the constraints, we can assign a height that will work by using the height, or the max height, we can use, and maybe using 60% of that. Let's also add the semicolon here. And now this should restart the app. And as you can see, the image is now smaller and fits on the screen. So that's all good, but we have a brand new problem now. If we go back to portrait mode, we have that switch there too. And I don't want that switch in that mode. I don't want that big of a chart in that mode here. Instead, that switch should only be there in landscape mode. So we need to find out whether we're in landscape mode or not.